Here she is. We were out picking up a Suburban for a buddy of mine and happened to see some other cars. 72 short bed, four-wheel drive, small block, 727. And I stuck my hand in there and pulled on the fan, and wouldn't you know, the engine turned over. It's got sweet steelies on it. Brand new tires. You think these are factory Dodge door mirrors? Nope, not even close. They were down here. It's got these factory Dodge door speakers. It's pretty sweet. It is all here. This truck. We're gonna pull that back window out the rest of the way. We don't want to lose that going down the road. That's worth at least $5. I don't want to deal with that, so it's a little chewy right here. Nothing that can't be fixed. The important thing is look at those rockers. A little bit of rust up there, but good shape. I think you might have had a cab over camper in it. Somebody did cut these out. Oh yeah, it might have been the one on that Dodge out there that's not for sale. We'll wait a month and then check again. What's that? Battery holder downer? Alright. Oh fuck. Take it back. It's got a broken tail light. I don't know who made that bumper, but good lord.
Oh yeah.
That's some serious hardware there. That was for pulling heavy mining equipment. But it's a little bit of rust. That rocker right there's got a little wing ding in it. We haven't checked to see how the gas smelled yet. For the price I paid for it, it'd be a good truck. Look, originally orange. That's gonna have to go back. Maybe. Probably not. I wonder if we could just sand that green off. Bring the orange back. Maybe have orange with the little green still showing through. And polish it up with some turd sauce. It might come off on the way home, yeah. Alright, we're gonna rip this thing out there where we can get turned around and throw it on the trailer. And then hopefully make a video out of it, getting it running. I'll bet you it's only gonna take about 20 minutes to get it running. That motor turns at the small block, we're good. Well, here's the 72 short bed. Got it home. This thing, last time it was tagged was 15 years ago? 15 years ago, and I don't think it's ran since. It's got the 318 with the big one barrel. And these Mickey Thompson valve covers are worth as much as I paid for the whole truck, so I'm still all right. I did grab that fan and turn it, and this thing spins over really easy. The oil looks great. I think before we tow it out to the boneyard, we're just gonna see if it's got spark, and if it's got spark, why don't we start it? I don't know. It's worth a try, right? Where do you hotwire a Dodge? I don't know.
It doesn't have a key?
It's got to be an ignition wire. Oh, you know what? It's got a key. We don't even have to hotwire it. Shoot. The inside of this thing. This is mint condition factory fresh. We did take this back window glass out because this rubber was falling off and we didn't want to lose it on the road. But yeah, let's see if we can start it. Should not be a problem. None of those wires hanging down right there should affect anything at all. Alright, here we go.
And it just went a little
We got the battery out of the big block Torino way over there, so we know it's no good. It should do something. You do got a power wire. It fits. Look at this ground wire right here. Yellow for ground. And then,
Whatever you can find, looks like.
it looks like they grounded it to the engine, and then to the body, and then to the body. So that's factory. That's the way. That's the way Dodge did them back in the day. You know what we are gonna do though?
Yeah, do that gas
I'm gonna
first.
disconnect this gas line because I can already smell the goodness.
Get a whole light in
I'm gonna disconnect it up here. Watch when we start, it'll spray fuel everywhere. Because it will start, right? It's a small block Mopar. Or
it. It's called a small block.
what's that saying? Mopar or find a car that runs? No, that's not it. Mopar, no car. Mopar only if you have no car to begin with. That's what it was.
What was it?
Mopar only if you had no car to begin with.
Oh, is that what?
Yeah, that's what it was. Oh, good gravy. I'm gonna hurt myself.
There you go.
Oh yeah, it's
Get any kid.
It's got to tear off right now.
Ah,
I made it.
I thought he was gonna flip the scoop.
look at this. Oh, one barrel action,
And it's on choke.
and it's got points, so
There it is.
we know
There it
that's
is.
not gonna work. Yeah, it points. These are the fancy. Remember, guys, I learned this on the last
Oh, no,
Mopar
before
I
you knock
worked
it
on.
off, pick it up. Top the radiator.
Okay, I'll put it right here. The last Mopar I worked on, I found out they put Pertronics, electronic ignition, to replace the points. That's a pretty common thing to do. But see that little white thing right there that's standing up and down? It's got a wire on that side, wire on that side. That's because it has points, and that point system cannot handle 12 volts of power. Burn the points out every time. So that has 12 volts going in, and then it is a, what do they call that? Resistor. 6 volts coming out to power the ignition system. When they switched it over to the electronic ignition, they didn't bypass that. And electronic ignitions have to have 12 volts. And we changed a bunch of stuff and did a bunch of stuff, and the whole time we just needed to bypass that piece of junk. So we're gonna use the old fancy gas tank here.
I like the way that.
No, that's not right. What about like this?
There you go.
Oh yeah, that's just the way they intended it.
Made that way.
I'm not even gonna check to see if this has spark. I'm not even gonna check to see if it turns over. Let's just hook it up. I did spin the fan and it turns over real easy.
I had a 59 Chevy panel out here. And a 280, 4-speed. Sat out here for years and it sat over in Palermo for years. I went out there one day and just did this, put gas to it and started right.
You gotta tell your boat story. You gotta tell your boat story.
Which one? Where? I won't go in reverse without kicking up in
He
the air.
had this aluminum boat that me and my sister played on for years.
Oh,
and we
oh.
wrestled over it and bounced up on it, and then he went to sell it one day, and a guy came and said, "Does it run good?" And Dad goes, "Yeah, it always started right up."
Yeah,
And
I just stood on the prop, just stood on it, and kind of stood down, and it started up.
and ran wide open, spinning the prop.
You could have lost the.
I would have lost my foot if I went down to the ground with it.
Or me or Tammy bounced on
Yeah,
it.
they played on it
We
all the
played
time.
on it all the time. And as
That
soon
guy
as-
goes, "I'll buy it."
And then the guy's like, "Oh, sold." I guess it runs pretty good.
Yeah, it runs very good. And well, it always did, and I just went like this. I was just dinking around talking like that. Holy moly.
So see, YouTube, it's not just me. My whole family has the golden mechanical touch when it comes to breaking old cars and boats and junk. I'm not gonna put. You know what? I am gonna put gas in this. Turn that
boat,
switch on
I
real
fixed
quick.
it up on the bottom. That's the first time I had a boat.
They're talking. I'll turn it on.
it.
You gonna overfill? Let's adjust it real quick. Man,
Is that automatic shut off on?
7 psi. That's all that pump will pump. I heard the pump change,
I did too.
so that means that's full and it's holding.
And it's a choke.
I'm gonna look down there and and just see if it's got squirter action. Alright. Get that choke open. Now listen closely, kids. I'm not seeing nothing. I need you to hold that real quick so I can get my eyes in there. Oh man. Alright, we're gonna have to give it some mustard to get it to fire the first time because that accelerator pump isn't working, so we brought out the special mustard. I think first, let's shut that fuel pump off real quick. Let's hit the key. Let's just see what happens now that it's got an electricity tank that's full of electricity.
Yeah, squirt it first off.
You guys smell anything on fire?
Not yet, but
You want to squirt it first?
No, I'm just gonna see if it turns over. See if we're even barking up the wrong tree here. There is one thing that we do have to know. Oh, I got tunes. I got tunes in these factory Dodge speakers. No, I'm not getting any key action. Let's see here. Oh, I'm so brave. Oh, it feels like it might have brakes.
I stop.
Nope, no key action. Wow, the guy said it runs. I don't understand. No.
The battery dead?
I'm gonna go ahead and what we'll do is just get my multimeter. We'll turn the key on and see if it got power to the coil. Let me go grab that real quick. Got my multimeter here. I'm gonna put that on voltometers, DC. Brown. Hey, can you guys see? Can you see? Can you see past my finger? My big ugly finger? Hey, Kev, you want to turn the key to start? Yep. Found this. This is an unplugged wire. We're just gonna stick this in the hole. That's what she said. Okay, go ahead and turn it over like you're gonna start it. Are you starting it? Oh, I'm seeing voltage. Let's plug it in and see if it cranks.
Leave it on.
Just try to start it. It's alive! Oh, I'm over here trying to rebuild an old truck. You're playing with your Toyota emblem. It actually makes the whole back of the truck look better having that on there. Now let's see if we got sparkles. Oh, dear God. I'm just gonna pop that off and we're just gonna rest it. Like, right. All right, crank it. If this shocks me, it's all your guys' fault. Oh, I saw sparks. Let me put a little mustard in it. All right, crank it. Turn the fuel pump on. Crank it again. Oh, hold on. Let me. All right, go ahead. Some lifter noise. choke started to open. That's good. That's all I needed. All right, folks. Now now you got to tell me what to do with this thing. Are we gonna fix it up and drive it? Sell it? You know what I do want to do though? Look at the original color of this truck. It was beautiful orange. Can you turn that fuel pump off? It's just a switch right there. It's a beautiful orange and somebody painted. All I can figure is it was one of them guys that never went to Vietnam but had flashbacks of the war over there. So he painted his truck green so he can live in the mountains and shoot at squirrels. I don't like it. Maybe we could try to sand that off and get back down to the orange. I'll tell you what, for what I paid for this truck, just hearing the engine run, I've probably already tripled my money if I just sold it as is. But this is Junk Bucket Garage, so I think we're gonna have to put this on the road. It runs too good. All right, guys, that was the easiest will it run ever. That small block Mopar, I guess maybe I should look into those a little more. I already like the leaning tower of power, the slant 6, but this 318 sounds good. That lifter taps, that's fine. It might have a flat cam. It might just, I think it's probably just oil. I gotta get a good oil gauge on there. The one in the cab either wasn't working or it has no oil pressure. But I think if it had no oil pressure, that motor would already be wiped out. So,
Should be able to pull
hope you
upward there.
I don't know, didn't learn anything. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good one.